Hello, my name's Martus and I'm with Kin Culture, and today we're interviewing Abrie, one of Kin Culture's foster parents. Hello Kobe, how are you?
Hello, Martis. I'm very well, thank you. And you?
Good, thank you. A little cold, but good. Would you mind introducing your family or yourself and your family?
Yeah, so I am a single mom and I took a sibling pair into foster care about 9 years ago. They were then 2 and 7 and they are now 16 and 11. So it's fun and games having a tween and a teen in the house. We live in Somerset West in the Western Cape. And we have grown in the last 9 years into a beautiful family. We have 2 dogs and a hamster. And we continue to grow.
Nice. Very cool. Okay, so it's been 9 years, almost 10 years. That's a big milestone. Could you just very briefly tell us I know she's had an issue with her eyesight. What is the issue and how did you know?
Well, to be completely honest, it wasn't specifically eyesight. I have taken her to an optometrist before, and she actually has 20/20 vision. But the problem is, she is quite severe ADHD, and she battles with quite a bit of anxiety as well. So I took her at the end of last year. I went to see a psychologist just for her to have someone to build relationship with when she goes into her teenage years. And then the psychologist looked at a previous assessment report that was done by an educational psychologist, and she made me aware of huge visual issues that Megan has and spatial issues that she has that she can't. Basically, how they explained it to me is her brain, her eyes don't speak to her brain. So the messages that come to her brain from what she sees is not the same. And her 2 eyes don't work together. So it's very straining for her to write things down from a board. Hand-eye coordination with sports is severely affected. So when she mentioned those things to me, I was like, it makes so much sense. Now I understand what's going on with my child.
Okay. And did she know? I mean, obviously she knows now, but I mean, did your daughter, did she ever come to you and say, Mom, I'm struggling to, like when you write stuff off of the board in class, I struggle, or?
She didn't necessarily come and say, but she got really tired, and teachers would give me feedback as well. I think it's very difficult for a child to know what's going on in their bodies or to even communicate what they're feeling. So she didn't really say anything, but the teachers were saying to me that these are the things that she's battling with as well. She battles to write from the board, so she has to sit right in front. She keeps getting distracted. She works very, very, very fast, which is something they also explained to me. It's because she only has this very short attention span. And through years of doing school, they found that, or she started realizing that she must get finished quickly, otherwise she's not going to be able to do it anymore, because her attention span and the period for her eyes to be able to focus so intensely, because they're not used to it, is very short. So she didn't necessarily say anything to me, but we could pick it up. And I've always seen she's not someone that's really very good at ball games. She really wants to be, but she's unfortunately not.
Okay, that's funny. So, and then after you went to the psychologist, and did they refer you to someone else? What do you call that person?
Yeah. They are called a behavioral optometrist. So it was very, very new to me. I had no idea. And she explained to me what they do. They do exercises. They give you new exercises. She told me it's quite an intense time because you need to do the exercises 2 to 3 times a day. And it makes the children's eyes very tired and it gives them headaches. So they don't enjoy it. So she was like, be prepared to bribe, because otherwise you're not going to get it done. So she referred me to a behavioral optometrist, yeah.
in this process, have you learned, I mean, is it just something some kids are born with? Did something maybe happen? Is it out of maybe how she grew up? Or some maybe like a trauma related event, or is just
No,
don't we know?
no, what he explained to me is it's mostly genetic. He said it doesn't necessarily have anything to do with trauma, it's genetic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So are you currently are you currently seeing this doctor, or is it like a process that you've finished, or how did that work?
So we went to go see him, and it was a 3-month process. He explained to me that it will take anything from 3 months to a year. It depends how well we do with the exercises and how well her eyes start adjusting to what they need to be able to do. So we went initially just before the December holidays, and we had all these tests done, and then he gave us a bunch of exercises that we had to do 2 to 3 times a day. It's quite strenuous exercises. It's like beads on a thread that she needs to follow and count on each one, and papers, hold a pencil but have a picture behind the pencil and see how the pencil blurs when you look at the picture, and the other way around. Like very weird type of exercises. And then we had to put numbers on a wall where she needed to and then a card in her hand, then she needs to read one number from the wall, one number from the card, one number from the wall, one number from the card. So her eyes can start learning to do that kind of thing. And she would often tell me that her eyes are getting sore. So it was very strenuous on her eyes to get, and he kept saying to me, the optometrist, that if her eyes are getting sore, then it means something is happening. So it's a good thing. So we had to go back every month. And then every month he did the tests again, and he would see if there was improvement. If there wasn't improvement, we had to go back home and continue with the same exercises for another month. But if there was improvement, then he gave us a new set of exercises for another month. I'm very proud of her because we were adamant. I said we're going to finish this in 3 months. So whenever an exercise was 1 minute, we did 2 minutes. And whenever she had to do something 10 times, we did it 20 times because I just wanted to get it over and done with. So every time she went back after a month, she reached the milestones, and he was very, very impressed with her. So we did this journey for 3 months, and after 3 months, he was satisfied. He said she was even above the average of what he wanted her to improve. She was above that. And I can see it in, she brought school books home on Sunday, and I had to look through her school books and sign them. And her handwriting has improved so much. I was very, very surprised. Her books are really
amazing.
Neat. And what she used to do as well is, if you write on paper the red margin on the side, she would never start writing by the red margin. Her text would go like this. She would start by the red margin, but then the next line would be further away and further away from the red margin. And also that is completely solved. Her teacher says she has no problem sitting anywhere in the class. She can write from the board now. And
oh, wow.
I would like to think that her netball has improved a little bit as well. She has been getting more matches this season than she did last season. So I would like to think that also improved.
Okay. Who knows? Yeah. Very cool. Okay, so the teacher also actually said she's definitely seen an improvement. Okay. Yeah. Well, that's very encouraging. So, as a kin culture foster parent, how did kin culture, or what role did kin culture play?
So when I found out about this, the psychologist warned me as well that it's quite an expensive journey because the tests are very expensive, and then having to go back every month it costs quite a lot. So I got in touch with Kin Culture, and I told them about the issue and reached out and asked if there's any way they can maybe help. So Michelle very kindly got in touch with the behavioral optometrist and explained what Kin Culture was all about, and she negotiated a discounted rate with them, which we were very grateful for. And then Kin Culture also helped with what I still needed to pay, paying a portion of that to support us. So we were very grateful. I think it's something that I probably wouldn't have been able to take her on this journey if it wasn't for the help of King Culture.
Okay, wonderful. All right, and maybe one of the last questions. Your daughter, has she said anything? Like, does she feel more confident? You know, has she commented on like where she sits or how she feels playing netball?
She told me the other day she thinks she's very good at netball. She still doesn't play in the A team, but she thinks that she's improved a lot. And she doesn't necessarily say something from her own, but then on Sunday when I called her after I looked through her books and I said to her, your books are really, I can see there's a massive difference and I can see you're really doing your best. No, I didn't say that. I said to her, I can see your books are looking really neat. And then she said to me, but I'm doing my best, and she finds it a bit easier as well. So okay. when I ask for something or when I encourage the conversation, then she will say something. Yeah, I think I'm just really, really grateful for the help of King Culture, because it's something that, especially being a single mum, we're not always able to give our children all of the care that they need. So you do your best, you do what you can. And because of King Culture, I am able to take my children on a journey of really improving themselves and becoming their best with their support. So I'm really grateful for that. I think